Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I have this burgundy black smoky eye. I did this a couple weekends ago when I went to go see a screening of The Shining in LA. It's just burgundy on top and black on the bottom. It's supposed to be like a grunge goth kind of feel. So let's get started. First, I cleansed my face with these argan oil cleansing wipes and the simple micellar cleansing water. And next, I primed my face with the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm and this Maybelline BB Fresh Cream. As usual, I used the Rimmel London Stay Matte Foundation in the shade True Porcelain. And I used my beauty blender to blend it all out. First, we're going to go in with this Maybelline Fit Me Stick Concealer in the lightest shade. This is something new I wanted to try out. I've had this for a while and I just never really used it, so I wanted to give it a shot. And you will see the results in a moment on how I liked this concealer. So I didn't like it because it moved my foundation around and it also didn't really cover much, so I went with my usual Revlon Color Stay Concealer in the lightest shade. I usually put concealer under the eyes, around the nose, around the mouth, and on the eyelids.
You know, people, stick with what you know. Screw this. I don't like this. I'm throwing it away.
Just to get a little bit more of a lighter tone underneath my eyes, I'm going in with this white concealer I got from the dollar store. I just like to have my under eyes glow a little bit more just because I'm so pale. A lot of the concealers that I buy don't really do the trick, so for all you people who are pale out there, any white, like pure white concealers would probably work. Unfortunately, we have to go that far on the spectrum. And sometimes I'll go in with a white powder too, just to make it glow a little bit more. Next, I'm going to go in with this NYX Proof It Eyebrow Primer. It's waterproof, just so when I fill in my brows, it won't smudge throughout the day or throughout the night. I'm going to use my MUA Professional Eyebrow Kit, and I'm going to use that middle shade right there and fill in my brows very messily. Don't even need to do a neat job. Use the brush inside that kit, and I'm going to go through this pass fairly quickly in this video just because I know everybody's seen me do my brows. I'm going to use this Brow Shake Filling Powder by Rimmel London just for the outer edges of my brows, just to have a little gradient going on. And after that, I'm going to blend everything in nicely before I start defining. And to define my brows, I'm going to go in with this Revlon Photo Ready Concealer in the lightest shade. And I'm going to use that same brush but the other side and start carving out my brows. I used my beauty blender after I did my brows just so all that concealer I put on is blend seamlessly into the skin. Blended into the skin. I can't talk. Next, I'm going to go in with my NYX eyeshadow base primer. And looks like that. It's white and kind of shimmery or glittery. And I'm going to put that on my eyelids and blend it in. So for this look, we're mostly going to be using this Dare to Create 39A palette by Morphe.
First, right there. There.
We're going to use that shade Bare first for our transition shade, and I'm basically going to fill my entire eyelid with this color. Mostly focused on the crease. I think I'm mostly focused on the crease. I make sure that it is very well blended out. The blending is usually what takes the longest when you do your makeup.
Passion right there. Right there.
Next, I'm going to go in with that shade Passion and focus this mostly on my eyelid close to my lashes. So with this look, basically what we're going to do is sort of create a gradient going from your lashes on up. So this shade, you don't want it to go too far up past your crease. You just want it to be mostly on your eyelid. And the next shade is going to be closer to the lashes. And you will see the gradient effect that it will create later on in this video. This is a very smoky eye, so I mostly pack first and then use that blending brush back and forth and blend it out and on up. And it blends very nicely on top of that transition shade. You guys can tell that I haven't put on any powders yet. It's because I wanted to prepare for any fallout. So whenever you do any crazy eye colors or any crazy eye looks, it's best to put on your powders after. So that way you can fix anything with concealer. It's hard when you put powder on and then you try to conceal any fallout after. So yeah. And you'll see that I'm mostly creating like a cat eye effect with the eyeshadow at the edges.
Forever. Right there. Right there.
So like I said before, we're going to be bringing that shade Forever closest to the lashes. And we are not going to blend this color too far up. So it's mostly going to be packing and blending just a little bit. Whenever you are focused on a small area on your eyes, you want to use a smaller brush. Whenever you want to blend broader areas, it's okay to use a bigger blending brush. I go in with the bigger blending brush just to kind of tie everything in all together. Make sure everything blends seamlessly together. With the darkest shade, you can actually create a little wing on the end for a winged effect. To bake, I'm going to use my Burt's Bees Baby Dusting Powder, and I'm going to put this on any areas that are bound to crease or shine, which is mostly under my eyes, around my nose, on my chin, so on and so forth. Just pack it on, let it soak it in a little bit. Then I'm going to wipe it all off with my powder blending brush, or powder brush, whatever, and kind of blend it all in into my skin. And this will allow my makeup to be a little bit more shine free throughout the day. Next, I'm going to go in with my Pop Beauty mattifying powder in the shade 2 Cream. And I'm just going to brush this all over my face, just so it locks in all those creams a lot better. I like to use a lot of powders or variation of powders just so my face doesn't shine throughout the night, because I hate when there's, you know, you take pictures or you go anywhere and you have all this shine on your face or oils come through. I'm going to go in with my Virgin Manic Panic white pressed powder and just focus underneath my eyes, in my T-zone, around my chin, on my nose, upper mouth, and a little bit on top of my jawline, below my cheeks. And lastly, I'm going to go into my Maybelline Fit Me translucent powder, and I'm just going to pat any of those areas in that are bound to crease. Next, I'm going to go in with my Morphe 06F contour palette, and I'm going to use that shade, and I'm going to contour my face. If you hear any weird noises in the background, that is my mom talking to the dogs, and I realized it actually picked up on that sound, so I apologize for before and in advance if you hear any high-pitched voices. To tone down and blend in the contour more, I'm going to use my powder brush and go over those areas. Next, I'm going to go in with my Aurora Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit with my highlighting brush, and I'm going to use those two shades to highlight my face. Because you can never get enough glow, I'm going to go in with my True Match L'Oreal Illuminator powder, and I'm going to go over those areas as well. To tone it down, I'm going to blend it out a little bit. And next, we're going to go in with that shade Muse, and we are going to bring it into onto our under eyes with a defined brush, and focus mostly closely towards our lashes, and kind of blend it upwards towards the opposite side of our wing. Guess we are creating some sort of anti-wing effect. All of our powders in, I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Setting Spray and set my face. Next, I'm going to go in with my Revlon Colorstay Skinny Black Liquid Eyeliner, and I'm going to start to work on my wing, which is my least favorite part. I think this part can be totally unnecessary. If you don't want to do a wing, I think it's totally fine to just put on lashes at this point. I think this look will be fine with some nice bold lashes without a wing. I've been told a lot that my wings or my wing liner is usually flawless and perfect, but to be honest, if you look really closely, it's not all that perfect. And as you can see, it's mostly just building and building your line to the way that you want it. Some people can even use concealer to kind of block out the areas that they want first, or black eyeshadow with a angled brush or something. You can always map out your liner first before you actually go in with that line. I heard that helps a lot. I don't know, watch a lot of YouTube videos out there. They give a lot of tips and tricks on how to create the perfect wing for your eyes. I know I'm always trying to do different shapes, but end up going back to the usual shape. I know there's certain rules with certain types of eyelids. So yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of blending my wing into that black eyeshadow. You see a little gradient effect. And just to make sure there's no gaps, you can always go back in with that eyeshadow so it looks like it's just pure black. Next, I'm going to go in with my Telescopic Original Mascara by L'Oreal and just coat my top lashes. We are not going to do the bottom lashes yet. I'm going to go in with my favorite pair of Ardell lashes. They're called Double Ups with my Duo Eyelash Adhesive in dark tone. So it dries black. This is how I remove my lashes. I kind of bend the plastic and slowly peel it off. I love these lashes. They're from the drugstore, and so I can actually get them whenever I want rather than getting some from some shop, some more expensive, pricey shop. I live by a lot of pharmacies. Obviously everybody lives by a lot of pharmacies, so they're more accessible, so on and so forth. And they're just gorgeous lashes. I'm going to go in with this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in black. I love this eye pencil to coat my waterline because it's super black. I'm going to coat my upper waterline, as you can see here, just so you can't see any separation between both lashes, and just to bold up the look a little bit more. And then you can go in with your into the bottom waterline as well and coat your bottom waterline to make it more intense, make everything look more grungy and black. I went in with that brush just to kind of blend that liner more seamlessly into the eyeshadow. I want everything to look very seamless. Then you're going to coat your bottom lashes with mascara. And last but not least, we're going to do lips. And for this, I'm going to use Kat Von D's liquid lipstick in the shade Haze 2. And this is a matte liquid lip, and it is long lasting. I love these lip colors. Haze and Haze 2 are gorgeous. And this is the final look. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below if you like this look, or if you didn't, I don't know. Or if you want to see any other looks, or if you have any questions, or if you want me to go in depth on any of these steps. And follow me on social media. Thanks for watching. Love you all, and have a good week.